Yo, what's up everybody? So in today's video, we're going to be talking about the top 5 most skilled brawls. So if you go on YouTube, a lot of time people don't really make videos on this. They'll make like the top 5 worst, the top 5 best, or maybe like the top 5 best legendaries or whatever, but nobody really makes videos on the most skilled brawlers. So this is my personal opinion on the top 5 skilled brawls. Note that everybody else's experience, it differs between everybody's experience. So some people may think Leon is the most hard brawler to use, when some people may think it's Brock or whatever, just random brawlers. I'm not actually saying that brawl, I'm just saying depending on their experience and how much they've used each brawler. So this is my personal list. This is nobody's list but mine. I didn't ask anybody for their opinion, it's purely just my list. So without further ado, let's get onto it. Alrighty, so you may be asking yourself, why is 8-Bit the 5th hardest brawler to use in Brawl Stars? And the reason is, for a lot of brawlers, that it's difficult to hear shots such as Rico or Colt, and maybe even like Lou, if you may. The reason that 8-Bit is probably one of the hardest is not because it's hardest to hit your shots, it's because you're slow. The fact that if you miss your shots, you don't have a form of retreat. The thing is, there are so many brawlers where if you can just retreat, if you miss your shots, if you're not in the lead, then you just retreat. The problem about 8-Bit over here is that there's no retreat feature. Because he's slow, it makes him super difficult to retreat with. So when you're running away, there can be a Colt or a Piper, and they'll just clip and clip and clip, and you'll go down. You're extremely likely to go down, and not to mention that his shots are just really hard to hit. Obviously, it's not as hard to hit as Colt, but the problem is you have to hit your shots. With Colt, it's not so necessary. Of course, it's always necessary to hit your shots, but it's not as big of a problem if you miss your shots. But with 8-Bit, if you miss your shots, you're in a lot of trouble, and the reason is because you just can't afford tanking shots, and you will tank shots. That's the issue. Okay then, both Daryl and Edgar were on me. Okay, yeah, there we go. Because if that Leon was on me, then that wouldn't have been fun. So, oh yeah, they are. Alright, we're gonna protect team. Purely so the Edgar's not an issue. Edgar, you can't come here though. Jump, Edgar, jump. Jump, Edgar, jump him. Jump him, Edgar. Why are you jumping me, bro? Alright, I think we go down. Oh, okay. Yeah, we go down there. Now, next on the list is Colt. We were talking about him before. Let's get into a match. Now, you may be asking yourself, hang on, why is Colt harder to use than 8-Bit? Didn't you just say that 8-Bit is a little bit more difficult because of the pressure that you can't really retreat? Yes. However, Colt 1 is a little bit harder to hit your shots. You've got 8-Bit where his shots fly a little bit more out, like they're not in the same direction Colt is, and that's a bit of an issue whenever it comes to using Colt, because it's all in the same direction. That can both be really good but also really hard. So that's why Colt is a little bit harder on the list. Now, they're extremely close, and I can imagine there will be tons of people that think that 8-Bit is hard to use. Oh wow, that was a sad super right there. I can imagine that there will be a huge amount of people that think that 8-Bit is harder than Colt, which honestly I perfectly understand if you think that. Honestly, I don't think anyone is wrong in this scenario. I think it's more of just the POV that you look at. If you see it as the fact that generally hitting your shots, yes, Colt is harder to hit your shots than 8-Bit, but the thing is, Colt does a little bit less damage, so it's even scarier because 8-Bit has more HP, 8-Bit does more damage. I think it also unloads like 1 or 2 extra ammo, so overall 8-Bit has that factored down, so it's a lot harder to use Colt just because he's purely worse whenever it comes to just base stats. Of course, 8-Bit has that penalizing of being slow, but right now in the meta, 8-Bit has extra HP and 8-Bit has extra... oh wow, I just missed 3 shots in a row. So 8-Bit has extra HP, 8-Bit has extra damage, and also I'm pretty sure he unloads more shots as well. And also his super is extraordinarily easy to use. So that's why Colt is number 4 on the list. Number 3 on the list is Fang. Now, I just want to say something real quick. If you are enjoying this content, and if you are new here or you have been watching my channel recently, do not forget to consider to subscribe. It's completely your choice to subscribe, but please at least consider it. It helps me out a ton. You subscribing just really tells YouTube, well, doesn't really tell YouTube a lot. It's more of just good for growth. So thank you for that. I appreciate that. It supports me a ton. So yes, if you are new here and you want to, please do make yourself at home. So anyways, Fang. Why is Fang number 3 on the list? So the reason about Fang is his shots are a little bit difficult to hit, but there's not much reward with it considering it does very little damage, but it gives you your super. The thing that sets Fang from other tanks and the difference between them is that other tanks get close up, they charge their super passively, or they get a little dash and then they use it. The thing about Fang is you don't passively charge up. The only way to charge up is by a very short range or your shoe. So the thing is, you have to get your super extremely fast for extreme control. In threes, the second you get your super, you get like double as much control in like Brawl or whatever. You get so much control when you get your super. But while you don't have your super, you're actually really vulnerable. So it makes it very pressurizing to hit your shots with Fang, and it's almost very scary, if you may. It's a very scary situation, which, by the way, I think that there's 2 people in that bush. I think there's also another person. Yeah, they were teaming there. We should probably deal with that. Okay, I'm kind of stuck here, so I should probably go here. See, I need to hit my shots, or I'm in a lot of... I can't talk. I'm in a lot of trouble right now. Alright, nice. Poker gets hit. I need to hit one more shoe. Nice, he backstabs. That's really good. Alright. And one more. Nice, he dies. Alright, we're going to go in the bush quickly. Quickly go in the bush. Quickly go in the bush. How did the mortar know I was there? Okay. All that. Oh, I think the mortar knew that I was... Oh, wow. Oh, no. Alright, go, go, go. Go, 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 go. Whew, damn, that was a scary match right there. Number 2 is Dynamite. Now, what makes Dynamite so difficult? The fact that Dyna Jump exists, and also him hitting his shots is extremely difficult. Again, especially with people with speed, it's just a whole new game. So, the thing about Dynamite is he's extremely hard to hit your shots, but I would not suggest using the Dyna Jump star power. I know a lot of people like using it, but I would not suggest it. It's overall not a good star power. You get horrible value. You pretty much do not get anything out of it. The only thing that you get out of it is jumping. So you don't really get a whole ton out of it. So what is your best bet with Dynamite? Your best bet is to just really use multiple shots in a row so that they have less areas to go in. But his stun is really, really nice. That's a really nice star power. It's a really, really good gadget, sorry. So it seems that Surge is going to be using his super there. But yeah, he's not really good for any maps right now, so I'm just using him in duels. I hope you don't mind that, like, if I die, I might go Sprout as well. As you can see, I've got Sprout and Surge in my team, so I hope you don't mind that I'm making a video right now, partly on Dynamite, and I might have Surge and Sprout in it. Just want to use him in duels, because duels is pretty decent on this map right now. A lot of control, lots and lots of control. So, looks like this dude's going to go... down here. By the way, this dude is me. It's not the Surge. So the thing about Dynamite is I do not really think you should use Dyna Jump. The thing is, even if you're the world's best Dyna Jump, he's still really, really bad. Dyna Jump is not good, like, at all. The only use about it is like in mazy maps. That's really your only use with him. So yeah. Alright, let's bounce it off that wall. Oh, okay. Oh, he has the speed. Oh, no. Okay, he's using the star power. See, I used the other star power by accident. Oh, no, he's going to use the TP. No, he's also got one more gadget. No, he doesn't have any more gadgets, I just realized. All right, it looks like we're going to be winning this one. Nice. Okay, and then he doesn't have a super, which means Stu won't survive. I mean, Stu can still survive, technically. If you go technical, yes, Stu can still survive, but it's unlikely. So here, now we can just push up here. It's kind of funny that that part of this video is on Dynamite, and right now I'm just like fully going Stu. Okay, that was a horrible super by Stu. I mean Sprout. Alright, he has to go there, which means we're going to get an easy shot right there. Very, very nice. Apologies that I could not really use Dynamite for this match. Yeah, but Dynamite number 2. Are you ready for number 1? It is a shocker. Firstly, I just want to ask you something. Can you please comment what you think that Brawl is going to be? Or just tell me what you thought it was going to be. So tell me what you think it's going to be right now. Or once I announce it, tell me if you thought it was going to be close. Or if you thought it's going to be around that category. Or you thought it was directly going to be him. So, you can put in your comments. Number 1 is Byron. Now, shock. I don't understand. Byron isn't that hard to use. If you hit at least one shot within like a week's worth of practice, you can hit like 50% of your shots. This doesn't make any sense. What do you mean he's the hardest Brawl to use in all of Brawl Stars? Like, surely Brawls like Dynamite is harder to use than him. In my opinion, that's incorrect. And the reason is because Byron's gadget is extremely complicated and unique. You use one ammo, yet you get to heal. His normal attack is extremely complicated. You hit your opponent, so you hit your teammates, and you do damage. You heal them, or you hit the opponent, and then you do damage towards them. Your super, you can either use it to heal your teammates or you can use your super to do damage on the opponents. Now, this makes it where I do not think anyone has ever or will ever play any match in all of Brawl Stars and play Byron perfectly. Now, you may think for a lot of brawlers, well, hang on, that's incorrect. There can be a lot of, pretty much for every single brawler that you'll play completely not incorrect, but you won't play him ever perfect. The thing about Byron is he has a unique utility kit. Apologies that I'm no longer going Byron. Like I said, no one's good for this map for Byron currently. So the thing about Byron is that because he has all of these, because he has so much utility, that makes him so incredibly difficult to use. Now, this doesn't apply for a lot of brawls. Dynamite doesn't really have much utility. He can break walls, he can jump over walls, he can stun people and do damage. That's really it. But the thing about Byron is he has like 7 different things of utility. He can do damage on his main attack, he can do damage over time, he can heal his teammates over time, he can heal his teammates, he can use ammo to do damage with his gadget. Yeah, we're going down. He can use his gadget to use one ammo, and it's crazy how much utility. I did not mean to use that. It's crazy how much utility this dude has. Now, the thing is, that doesn't really apply to him requiring a lot of skill. It's really what the utility kit is. Now, Colt is 4th on the list, but he doesn't really have much utility, so it really depends on what the utility is. So, what is the utility? The fact is that everything you do, you can either choose to support or do damage against the opponents. So for example, with his normal attacks, you can either choose, do you want to heal your teammates or do you want to heal the opponents? And it's really dependent. It's not just like poker where you just do a bit of damage, move on with your life. You do damage over time, and this is a big thing in the game, because then this means that, oh wow, this Primo, he was standing out so he can get extra. Nah, I'm not doing damage to you, Primo. Primo thinks he's sneaky. Apparently Primo is sneaky. But that is going to do it for today's video. I hope you did enjoy. Have a good one.